Hey guys, this is Jazz on Purdue speaking, and today I'm going to do another movie collection, and this one is not going to be another long one because I just did my uh, drama collection, and it wasn't that long. I'm going to be doing my horror and thriller collection. I do not have all that many of them, and I will name off which one's a horror and which one's a thriller, in my opinion. Uh, so I will get this started with. So the first one I got is the one I showed in my sci-fi collection, Cloverfield. Okay, this is pretty thrilling. If you never caught me on to this, so it's really thrilling because it's really dark and there's like a lot of these creatures coming after these people. You don't know who's gonna live or who's gonna die. It's kind of like that feeling in this movie, but yeah. Also, well, you probably know what my sayings were in my sci-fi collection, so I don't really have to talk about this. Contagion. Saw this in theaters last year, and I thought it was okay. I thought the ending of this could have been a little better, in my opinion. But it's one of my favorite movies from 2011. It's probably my 10th or ninth. But this movie, not perfect, but it is a pretty good viral movie. I don't really have to say about it too much. Okay, The Da Vinci Code. Uh, One of my favorite thrillers of all time. It got panned really hardly. Its sequel, Angels and Demons. I don't have that. I will probably get it someday. But this is really gripping in some parts. Really disturbing. Saw this on TV and thought it was really good. Angels and Demons I did enjoy as well, but there was just something I enjoyed more of this. Because I know a lot of people really enjoyed Angels and Demons a lot more than this, and didn't really got learned all that much like Angels and Demons as this one did. But this is really gripping and really disturbing in parts. But yeah, this is a really good movie, but it can be a little cheesy in some parts to me. Okay, Disturbia. I did an update on this one of my favorite slasher films of all time. I already did my review about this, so this is really not. I wouldn't consider it a horror movie, but I would consider it a thriller, more like that. Yeah, this movie is really good. Uh, really enjoyable. Fight Club, one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's one of the best movies from the '90s. So yeah, really funny, really suspenseful, and it's pretty much like pretty much uh, uh, kind of like a thriller and a comedy together. And it's from David Fincher, which is one of my favorite directors of all time. And to me, this is probably his best movie. And this is my favorite David Fincher film of all time. I don't care what a lot of other people say. Why isn't yours Seven? I really do enjoy Seven, but there's something I like more about this. This really funny, really uh, thrilling, and yeah, you will have a fun time with this. One of my favorite Brad Pitt movies. It's actually my favorite Brad Pitt movie. Gremlins. I really do adore this movie. This is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. I don't even know why I didn't even review this on my Halloween special. But I haven't got around to pick up the sequel because, the sequel really didn't have all that much story elements in it, more than this one did. But this one, I'd say, was probably a little bit better. I'm a real big Gremlins fan, by the way, and I my brother was scared of this at the time, but he really popped this in a lot because he really enjoyed this and stuff like that. But yeah, this really funny, thrilling, gripping, sometimes scary, but I don't really consider it scary, but probably to little kids it probably could be scary because it's rated PG right here. You know, yeah, seriously, why would they want to let kids see this and get themselves scared? Although the sequel was PG-13 because that was when the PG-13 rating existed. Okay, I Am Legend. A lot of people find this kind of like a zombie movie, a lot, but uh, and some people consider this a zombie movie or something like that. Um, I really don't. But mostly, a lot of people call it a vampire movie. I don't really know which one to consider it. They could be both vampire or zombie. I don't really know. But I don't know which one is a zombie or a vampire because they kind of both act the same. Vampires are effective to light and they only come out of the dark and uh, oh yeah, the zombies they kind of like roam around and like you don't really see very often. Kind of like how like in 28 Days Later and something like that. But yeah, I really do enjoy this movie. But but it can be a little bit shocking sometimes. It shocked me for the first time. Okay, Inside Man. I was gonna add this into my drama collection because I don't really know because it did pretty much mostly act like a drama, but it was more kind of like a thriller. To me, anyways. To me, this kind of felt more like a thriller because it had really thrilling moments in this. So, well, I believe some people would call this a dramatic thriller. So I really don't know which genre to compare it to, but I'd say they're pretty much both the same. So I'll just put it on this collection because it has some thriller elements to this. But yeah, it's a great movie. It's it's probably my second or third Denzel Washington movie. Jurassic Park. Uh, it's both a sci-fi and a thriller. I don't really have to talk about it so much, so whatever. Okay, laugh all you want in this, but I really love this movie. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This movie downright sucks. And it is really stupid in a way, but it makes fun of itself. But I really love this movie. It's a really funny and hilarious uh, horror comedy. But yeah, I really love this movie. You will think it's stupid, but it is really funny. I love this movie to death. Let me in. uh, my favorite vampire movie of all time. Although it is kind of a little, you know, kind of cutesy in some parts, but it does have really some really strong moments in it that is really, really I can't really put my finger on it, but um it just has a lot of some shocking moments in it. But it's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Not perfect, but it's one of my favorite movies from 2010, definitely. The last one I'll show for this part is Limitless. Um, the first time I saw like the commercials for this, I was like, "What? What? A guy gets smarter every time he takes a pill, and he gets everything that he wants." That's what my reactions were to this movie. So when I heard it was coming out on DVD, I rented it. Decided to give it a shot, and I thought this movie was really really satisfying. Yeah, he takes a pill and he becomes super smart. It's overall it's really mesmerizing and enjoyable. So, really, should I really talk about this? No, I really don't think I should. But yeah, it's a really satisfying film. End of part one.